Turn to page 7 of the prayer book, please.
In the Buddha's Dharma and Sangha, until enlightened I seek refuge, through merit from giving and the rest, to aid all may I become Buddha. In the Buddha's Dharma and Sangha, until enlightened I seek refuge, through merit from giving and the rest, to aid all may I become Buddha. In the Buddha's Dharma and Sangha, until enlightened I seek refuge, through merit from giving and the rest, to aid all may I become Buddha. May all sentient beings have happiness and its causes. May all sentient beings be free from suffering and its causes. May all sentient beings never be parted from sorrowless bliss. May all sentient beings abide in equanimity, free from bias, attachment, and hatred. To the founder, the endowed, transcendent destroyer, the one gone beyond, the foe destroyer, the completely perfected, fully awakened being, perfect in knowledge and in good conduct, Sugata, knower of the world, supreme guide of human beings to be tamed, teacher of gods and human beings. To you, the completely and fully awakened one, the endowed, transcendent destroyer, the glorious conqueror, the subduer, the Shaki clan, I prostrate, make offerings, and go for refuge. To the founder, the endowed, transcendent destroyer, the one gone beyond, the foe destroyer, the completely perfected, fully awakened being, perfect in knowledge and in good conduct, Sugata, knower of the world, supreme guide of human beings to be tamed, teacher of gods and human beings. To you, the completely and fully awakened one, the endowed, transcendent destroyer, the glorious conqueror, the subduer, the Shakti clan, I prostrate, make offerings, and go for refuge. To the founder, the endowed, transcendent destroyer, the one gone beyond, the foe destroyer, the completely perfected, fully awakened being, perfect in knowledge and in good conduct, Sugata, knower of the world, supreme guide of human beings to be tamed, teacher of gods and human beings. To you, the completely and fully awakened one, the endowed, transcendent destroyer, the glorious conqueror, the subduer, the Shakya clan, I prostrate, make offerings, and go for refuge. When, O supreme among humans, you were born on this earth, you paced out 7 strides, then said, I am supreme in this world. To you who were wise then, I prostrate. With pure bodies formed supremely pure, wisdom ocean like a golden mountain, fame that blazes in the 3 worlds, winner of the best, Lord, to you I prostrate. With the supreme signs, face like spotless moon, color like gold, to you I prostrate. Dust free like you, the 3 worlds are not, incomparably wise one, to you I prostrate. The Savior having great compassion, the founder having all understanding, the field of merit with qualities like a vast ocean, to you, the one gone to thusness, I prostrate. The purity that frees one from attachment, the virtue that frees one from the lower realms, the one path of sublime pure reality, to the Dharma that pacifies, I prostrate. Those who are liberated and also show the path to liberation, the holy field qualified with realizations, who are devoted to the moral precepts, to you, the sublime community intending virtue, I prostrate. Homage to the Supreme Buddha, homage to the Dharma refuge, homage to the great Sangha, to all 3 ever devout homage. To all worthy of respect, bowing with bodies as many as all realms, atoms, and all aspects, with supreme faith I pay homage. Do not commit any non-virtuous actions, perform only perfect virtuous actions, subdue your mind thoroughly. This is the teaching of the Buddha. A star, a mirage, the flame of a lamp, an illusion, a drop of dew or a bubble, a dream, a flash of lightning, a cloud, see conditioned things as such. Through these merits may sentient beings attain the rank of all-seeing, subdue the foe of faults, and be delivered from samsara's ocean, perturbed by the waves of aging, sickness, and death. From Tushita's hundreds of God's protector's heart, to tip of this fresh, pure, white heap, curd like cloud, O Lobsangtrapa, Dharma's omniscient king, pray come to this place. essential teachings, specially shine forever. Nigme say wei te chen chen rei sig, dreame kempe wang po jam pel yang, du pong ma lu zhong ze sang wei da, gong chen ke te su gen Tsongkhapa, lo san dra pe sha la so wa deb, O glorious and precious root guru, pray take seed of lotus on my crown, caring for me with your great kindness, bestow attainments of body, speech, and mind. O glorious and precious root guru, pray take seed of lotus at my heart, caring for me with your great kindness, bestow attainments common and supreme. O glorious and precious root guru, pray take seed of lotus at my heart, caring for me with your great kindness, until supreme awakening remain steadfast. Homage to the exalted three jewels. Thus have I heard at one time the Blessed One was dwelling in Rajagriha on Vulture Mountain, together with a great assembly of monks and a great assembly of bodhisattvas. At that time, the Blessed One was absorbed in the concentration of the countless aspects of phenomenon called profound illumination. In the very time, the superior Avalokiteshvara, the bodhisattva, the great being, was looking perfectly at the practice of the profound perfection of wisdom, perfectly looking at the emptiness of inherent existence of the five aggregates also. Then through the power of the Buddha, the Venerable Shariputra said to the superior Avalokiteshvara, the bodhisattva, the great being, how should a child of the lineage trained who wishes to engage in the practice of the profound perfection of wisdom? Thus he spoke, and the superior Avalokiteshvara, the bodhisattva, the great being, replied to the Venerable Shariputra as follows. Shariputra, whichever son or daughter of the lineage wishes to engage in the practice of the profound perfection of wisdom should look perfectly like this, subsequently looking perfectly and correctly at the emptiness of inherent existence of the five aggregates also. Form is empty, emptiness is form, emptiness is not other than form is not other than emptiness. In the same way, feeling, discrimination, compositional factors, and consciousness are empty. Shariputra, like this, all phenomena are empty without characteristics. That is, they are not produced and do not cease. They have no defilement and no separation from defilement. They have no decrease and no increase. Therefore, Shariputra, in emptiness, there is no form, no feeling, no discrimination, no compositional factors, no consciousness. There is no eye, no ear, no nose, no tongue, no body, no mind, no visible form, no sound, no smell, no taste, no object of touch, no mental phenomenon. There is no eye element, and so forth, up to no mind element, up to no element of mental consciousness. There is no ignorance and no cessation of ignorance, and so forth, up to no aging and death, and no cessation of aging and death. Likewise, there is no suffering, no origin, no cessation, and no path, no exalted wisdom, no attainment, and also no non-attainment. Therefore, Shariputra, because there is no attainment, bodhisattvas rely on, abide in the perfection of wisdom, and because their minds have no obstructions, they have no fear. Passing utterly beyond error, they attain the final state beyond sorrow. All the Buddhas who reside in the three times by relying upon the perfection of wisdom become manifest and complete Buddhas in the state of unsurpassed, perfect, and complete enlightenment. Therefore, the mantra of the perfection of wisdom, the mantra of great knowledge, the unsurpassed mantra, the equal to the unequaled mantra, the mantra that thoroughly pacifies all suffering since it is not false, should be known as the truth. The mantra of the perfection of wisdom is proclaimed. Tayata gate gate paragate parasamgate bodhisoha. Shariputra, this is how a bodhisattva, a great being, should train the profound perfection of wisdom. Then the Blessed One arose in that concentration and said to the superior Avalokiteshvara, the bodhisattva, the great being, well said, O child of lineage, so it is. The profound perfection of wisdom should be practiced exactly as you have taught, and the Chidangadas will rejoice. When the Blessed One had said this, the Venerable Shariputra, the Superior Avalokiteshvara, the Bodhisattva, the Great Being, and the entire assembly, as well as worldly beings, gods, humans, demigods, Gadavas, and others, were filled with admiration and highly praised what had been spoken by the Blessed One. In the holy supreme abode of the Dakinis, possessed of clairvoyance and miraculous power, unwaveringly caring for practitioners as your children, homage to the host of the three places Dakinis. Akasamara. Kayata om gate gate peragate perasongate bodhi soha. Through the power of truth of the exalted three-jewel speech, may all on the side of negativity, such as the four Maras, be stopped. May they become non-existent. May they be pacified. All enemies, obstructors, and hindrances, Shante Kurie Soha. 80,000 types of obstructors pacified, free from adverse harmful conditions. May all be conducive and perfect auspiciousness, bring happiness and well-being here right now. Saji Peki Jung Shin Meta Kramri Rabling Zi Ni Degem Padi Sangye Shindu Sangi Chonala, Jaju Pardu, Dagi Kepsuchi, Dagi Chonyen Gepesonam Ki, Drola Panchir Sange Drupa Sho. Sangi Chonala, Jaju Pardu, Dagi Kepsuchi, Dagi Chonyen Gepesonam Ki, Drola Panchir Sange Drupa Sho. Songi Chonala, Jagdu Pardu, Dagi Kepsuchi, Dagi Chonyen Gepesonamki, Drola Penchir Sange Drupa Sho.
Okay. Good morning, everyone. Everyone comfortable? Comfortable you sit? If you sit in the chair, maybe you need something to put under your feet. Small cushion. Good. everyone make the bed. Go to sleep. It's good. Good. How are you guys? How's the weather? It's cold? It's good, right? It's good. Anyway, it's good. Yeah. Some people like snow, some people not like snow. You know, some people like raining, some people hot. Everyone, even here, just for us, maybe we're not, everyone say, okay, today's best. Maybe not able to come because we're all different. Right? Anyway, it's wonderful to come together to study or to practice about a little bit according to Buddhism. Then what we're going to talk. Basically, you know, usually His Holiness Dalai Lama always say most, you know, important message, very short message, important message for all of us. You know, who you have faith or who you follow, he or she, is correct? You have to fix the English, okay? If there's some sentence wrong, you have to fix. Anyway, you know, one of the example, you know, he's anyone be easy to understand. You know, we Tibetans, you know, celebrate for His Holiness Dalai Lama's birthday, right? Then one time I think in India, he had birthday celebration. His best birthday gift is for me when your mind is a little bit disturbed or unhappy, disturbed, right? Correct, too? Okay, but everyone understand, right? Anyway, if your mind is not some shaking, you know, any situation, that time just remember my face. Then what do you understand like that? If you get angry, you remember Dalai Lama's face. How it makes you make happy? What do you think? His kindness.
His smile. He's always smiling.
Okay.
You remember to follow his wishes.
Okay. Any other?
Calm your mind just by having his image in your mind can calm you down. He's a little tricky.
Okay. Then any other comments? I think you guys pretty close, but I think main things, remember his advices, his teachings. Right? Of course, usually now if you get unhappy, you remember meditation Buddha's image. Even just meditation Buddha's image, our look to show our image, Dalai Lama image, your teacher's image, is make you calm down. If you are really strong, faith. But main things, I think, remember his teaching, he or she's teachings. Because you remember he or she, then you can remember what he or she advised. Maybe they have so many advice. Oh. Hello. Just hello. Right? this, of course, it's very good to, we study very heavy books, very high level texts, take the very high level initiations, it's good. But main things, I think, the low vision practice for very work for our daily life. Otherwise, we recite so many mantras, right? You guys recite a lot of mantras. Then maybe you have also a lot of prayer books. You every day just try to finish it. Right? Like us, the monks, usually in India, in Tibet, and the monks, before they become Geshe, they're not allowed to take a lot of initiations. They're not allowed to, do so many daily practice, keep daily practice. There's Lama Zopa, Guru Yoga Lama Zopa, and we call Chasam. It's very short prayer, like similar like Harstara. It's not Harstara. This they're allowed to keep you on the table to daily practice. Although you're not allowed to do so many different sadhanas, they said that. Because also it takes you a lot of time. Then you really doesn't follow study. Then also you think, something to practice is something to different than you study. Therefore, you're not allowed to so many different sadhanas. Now, right now, not like that. The change. But anyway, sometimes we study a lot. Like you guys also. It's not new. Everyone study many years, right? But we have some difficult situation. Physically, mentally, some conditions outside it hurts our, not outside that, something conditions bothers our situation, then our dharma doesn't work. You feel like that? Yeah, when our minds already disturbed, then whatever we think, whatever we do, it doesn't work. Our mind go to same direction, whatever they want, whatever they think, right? You feel like that, you guys? It's the Tibetan, they say, then everything is fun. Sun hits your belly, everything's your fun, sun hits your belly. Means what do you think? Nothing makes sense, right? I think Western, nothing makes sense. Then Tibetan, in the winter time, we don't have any heat in our house. The heat is the sun. The inside is very cold. Every family go outside. Not every family, but a lot of people go outside. There's some corners. There's not wind coming. You stay there, just relax. Sun hits your belly. Very comfortable. It's very best time. Then no one bother you. You don't have any problems. Then that time they say you're the real practitioner. Some practitioner person. That time is the really practitioner person. Correct? Because nothing wrong. Everything's fine. Your belly is very warm. At the English maybe nothing much makes sense, but like that, you just warm. Then you have some obstacles or some struggles, how you say? Struggles. Correct? With some problems, right? Struggles come your way, and then you're a completely different person. Right? This is for all of us, not just you guys, everyone like that. Include myself. I think it shows, usually we don't really do practice too serious. we study a lot, we heard a lot, also we knew also pretty good, right? It's not really scholars. You guys scholars, but no scholar for about Buddhism. Therefore, it shows, also we really doesn't understand the reality, the nature of the our life. Do you guys know our nature of the life? You want to say, yeah, I know that, yeah, nature. But it really shows we don't really know the nature of the samsara. Therefore, if something happen without plan, then we got very upset. Of course, it's not a good situation if something happen. But like that time, we couldn't change our thoughts, right? We couldn't fight our mental problems. Like it shows, usually we don't really, we think something else, but we don't really think for the reality of the nature of samsara. Therefore, I'm not saying bad things. Usually the Western, tradition is very good for education, best things, also worst things. They teach, right? Maybe that will happen, maybe that will happen, maybe that will happen. You just make sure you get ready. Make sure your mind is ready. You say, Sagar, your mind is ready. They teach for all kind of different things. This is not talk about dharma. This is very good for the people, all of us, to just you prepare. Is correct? Prepare anything. If your mind prepare anything, then you're ready. Right? You have to go to the fight some place to carrying the big guns. Then you're already training. Okay. If maybe a possible happen, you cut your leg, maybe your hand, because we already just ready. If that happen, oh yeah, they told me that be possible, because you already mind is ready. Even this kind, we can take the practice. This is like technique, even they take the one medicine. They say, if you take this medicine, maybe you have this problem, maybe they have this problem, maybe you have that problem, because they already warning, warning for all of us, right? We don't say this is a practice of dharma. This is a really exactly. Then our mind already, right? You know what's happened, what's going on. Is it a little easy for you guys to deal like that kind of situation? Your mind's already planned, or your mind's not, expect? Yeah. No, expect is yeah, it's not happen. It's not possible. How you say? Not expect. How you say? Unexpected. Therefore, something unexpected happen, your mind just become crazy, right? Therefore,
Sometimes.
yeah,
Sometimes the unexpected thing is good.
good.
Sometimes.
Therefore, you already some plan. Oh, maybe that's a little bit possible. If this happen, it's a little bit better. It's a little bit better, right? Because you already warning put up there. Therefore, the same, we just, I'm not talking about real dharma, but talk to reality, Then our mind is very easy to change. if you think one thing, something bothers you, you think all the time that it's always bother you. Really, really bother you. You have something itchy here. Do you have any itch here? I mean, you just relax. Always we need to like that. Right? Always, oh yeah, oh, this is bothering. If you don't really pay attention, it really doesn't bother. It's a lot of things, Of course there's some problem, but our mind, how we deal things, right? Therefore, for our life, one end is our life very short. 80 years old, very old, right? 80, 90 years. Right now the oldest person, 90 years. Some 100 people, the most, I think, it's too old. Yeah. Sometimes I'm thinking, too old is not good. You don't take care of yourself, then better to just die. Just honestly. Otherwise, right now have you guys go to the nursing homes? It's very sad. There, because something you want, people cannot give you all the time same what you lack. You want something that you're not able to do that, then you just stop that. You can do yourself, you can check it yourself, then it's good to you live longer. But you're not able to keep yourself, take care of yourself, it's just maybe more sufferings. That's better to just die. You don't make other people a problem. Whatever you done that, Anyway, like that, If you have something to thinking, to Dharma, according to Buddhism way, I think maybe this is the true. I'm not saying Buddhism, Tibetan is very good. Maybe you go to Tibetan nursing home, like Western nursing home, you can go to compare. Maybe conditions, maybe 50 times worse to Tibetan nursing home. They're not conditions good. Same as Western here, the very conditions very good, right? Not all this better, but most, right? Much killing, right? I'm talking about much killing, I'm sure they have enough to eat food. They don't have to worry food. I'm not sure. Then they have no worry to the, be getting cold, getting hot. I'm talking about that condition. Then the Tibetans learn like that, Usually we don't have nursing home, but now they start to nursing homes. The lot of Tibetans come from to China, or Tibetan to India. They suffered, the parents and the kids. They're not kids. If you're kids can take care of their job. This is their job, they have to take care of their parents. Then they're not kids, then they don't want to watch them. Then they build the nursing homes. But, their Tibetan tradition, they have always mala with them. Always, even they talk, just mala. Mala is just going. Also there you can see the Palamas walking here. They're just talking, they just malas are just going. Then the mala come here, they just put one, okay, I did one mala. Maybe they didn't do any one, but that's just the habit. Something their mind keep like that direction. And also they believe that, cause and effect, we call legendary. It's very helpful for their mind. I'm not saying Western bad, but the tradition way, they just go to nursing homes, they're just waiting to die. right? They don't have any pray. They don't have any meditations. And then when we getting old, like their kind of situation, our minds become baby's mind because our body become more small, right? Same as our mind. Then very easy to destroy their mind. And then if they have some kids, the kids doesn't come, they doesn't show up, they doesn't talk. Then the mind always, even they thinking that the kids, oh, I hope my kids come in. Some people say even they sick, they got some message, some kids, they're very happy. So their mind very happy. Like they only the to how you call wish, or there's something to hope for the kids. Kids doesn't. Kids also, they have kids. They have no time. We cannot complain. They have their own life. They have their own family. They have to take care of that, right? Therefore, when you're getting old, like go to nursing home, you cannot take care of yourself. It's pretty sad. Then like that time, I mean, you don't have nothing, just Oman Pemo, just think about something, okay, I can say Oman Pemo is something benefit for me, even you don't know the meaning. Because it keeps your mind some different way. Whenever you have time also, if you have time, don't think it's something crazy things. No, someone bother you, someone complain you, just not thinking about that. Some problems. Not thinking about that. Or maybe tomorrow the problem come in. Not thinking that. Maybe next year problem. It's okay, come in. When you're free, just you can also commitment. Okay, I'm going to recite Oman Pemo. 100 malas. Or 10 malas. You can like commitment. If you have time. Because I'm talking about words today, okay? I'm not, because it keeps your mind someplace. Otherwise, you have nothing to do. Right now, especially also people who just looking at phone, some text messages, some sending message. Because you have nothing to talk, you have nothing to do, you have nothing to think. Then just talk about the phone. Other side of the world, not around us. Even you talk some other side of the world. Far away, right? This is the worst kind of things. Then you have time. Of course you can talk with them, but when you have time, nothing to do, your mind become like some crazy things thinking. That time just try to take your mala back. Okay, I'm just go to 100 malas. Because it keeps your mind some direction. Some keep close with you. Okay? Therefore, cause and effect is very, very powerful. Also, therefore, very subtle. You can go to very, very subtle. Also, they also understand the very gross situation. Therefore, without cause condition, nothing happen. You think there happens something without cost? Right? Without cost, there's not possible anything. Therefore, usually we always complain others. Right? Okay, he did that. Okay, she did that. Or that did that. Okay, they do that. But we have some connection that. If you have to push the other people on the water, you have to also go to the next to the water, right? Like that, Therefore, we also always connection with that, and not always complain or point others' fault. Then, if some the worst situation, I hope no one has the worst situation. I hope everyone has bad situation. But even some worst situation, we need to fix the problem. Try to how can we, best way. Do the action that your mind think this is my own karma. During that time also you can do the lobjong practice. Okay, this is a very bad situation for me. If it is it is a representative for all other beings. Have never happened like this. I'm going this situation. I'm going to behave all mother same-ship beings. It's work. Okay. If you think about like that way, first maybe you don't feel anything. You don't have any thought or you don't have any move your mind. But you think about them more, then it's really helpful. Okay? This is the lobjong practice. This is a worst condition transfer the bodhisattva practice. It's like that. Okay? This like some you can do daily practice. And of course you can do meditation for compassion, bodhicitta, loving kindness, emptiness. That's good, but sometimes it doesn't work. When you do the meditation, do you fall asleep? No? Sometimes? Yeah. I think when you recite some mantras, you fall asleep. Usually do that, right? This usually happen, yeah. When you do meditation, if your mind very focused, you really fall asleep. Because when you are, usually our mind is very going on, right? Just even you try to lay down, your mind go everywhere, you couldn't sleep. If your body tight, doesn't matter. Your mind have to keep with body, otherwise you couldn't sleep. Then with meditation, that time you focus on some subject, that time you fall very asleep. It doesn't happen. Also, sleeps are very devoid for the Dharma. Very devoid. What's it? Devoted. Yeah, sleeps are very devoted. What's it? Devoted. Yeah, devoted. Yeah. Devoted, yeah. Devoted. I always like to Dharma. Say devoted? Devoted. Yeah. Yeah, Dharma. Sleeps are, I'm very devoted to Dharma. When they have someone to practice meditation, I like to go there. Yeah. Then I'm very shy. I don't want to go to public place. No, public place, no one sleep, right? Everyone walking around, something going on, then sleep, no one sleep. This is like Tibetan tradition, but sleep is like that. Sometimes His Holiness also said, best sleeping medicine is just to recite Oman Pemel. Sometimes when we don't get sleep, then if you do it is a mantra, it doesn't work. Right? Anyway. It work? Yes, sleep Mara will come. Like that, okay? Anyway, now my main point is, if you study a lot of books, meditation long time, it's good, perfect, but anytime you have some difficult situation, think about that time, the nature of the samsara. If you really have good education, nature of the samsara, then we can, deal with our problems. Right? Like example, I already told you guys, like this country, they give very good education. People, any country, okay, maybe that will happen, why you do that? If that happen, why you do that? If that happen, why you do that? They always a lot of educations. Same as, okay, when you have difficult situation, what do you think, what do you do? Your mind's very unhappy, what do you do that time? What do you think that time? This Dharma way. Okay? that time, you really know the nature of the samsara. Nothing just happens without cause condition. You have very good education, nature. But this is possible, this is possible. Because your mind also ready. Your mind is already, ready. Then it's happened, it doesn't bother you. But it's happened also, you cannot just leave there, okay, this is my own karma, I have to just deal that. Not like that, we have to fight. How can we fix things? Okay? This is very important. Then, how you say? Keep your mind always to looking positive way others. We're looking for others always a negative way. We only see the negative things. We don't see any positive. Right? You're looking, whatever he say, whatever she do, whatever they say, we can see always negative things. You think this is true? It's true? Especially you have something problem with that person, you always say the bad things. Right? Then whatever he say, whatever he show, whatever they just act, you can see because he just for me, because he doing because he or she doesn't like me, because he or she doing that for me. Even the other person may be not thinking that, but we take like that way. It's true? What do you think? Right? Therefore, because we already put our mind some impulse, some doubt, or maybe because you did something wrong, your mind has already that. You don't say that, but something here. Then other person do something different way or something, then you say, okay, no, he or she doesn't like me. Right? Because our mind just think, maybe other person have nothing to do, maybe they don't think anything that way. But you're thinking so different ways. Okay? This is we have always to keep our mind to ready to things to we can fight or we can do things. Okay? Now Buddhism way, we need to think for all mother beings to be very kind for us. Do you think it was very kind for us? Do you think who do the shovel? I call water, I call snow. Snow shovel. Those guys were very kind for us. We say, no, this is their job. They got paid. They're not doing for us, they do their job, right? Yeah, we can say that, right? This is their job, they have to do that, this is their duty. Oh, no, the duty. Then police guys, do you think this is very kind for us? We say not. Yeah, this police guys, this is their job. They do their own job. Yeah, one can just we already read. They do their job. But yeah, with nobody there, what happened? When we have here, if we have something situation, we take the refuge for the police. We just call. Okay, I want to call 911. It was not numbers, right? Then even their luck, no luck, doesn't matter. They have to come. They have to do their things. Then when we go to supermarket, you go to supermarket, taking the cart. Then we doesn't buy what we see. That we just looking. Okay, it's good, bad. Then you guys also special. Read all the things. Okay, sugar. Right? We read all things, then we buy. Then everyone like that. Because people really can't. They already make for everything for us. Now also Amazon, I heard that they deliver for the food. Even you don't have to cook. right? Just, people, one hand, everyone just connection. What's that? Interconnect each other. Then one connection's lost, and we also lost.
Interdependent.
Yeah, independent. Depend everybody. Without them, we cannot survive. Usually we complain for our family members, friends, our parents. We complain them, right? We say, oh, my mother doesn't, my father doesn't, my children doesn't listen to me, or my kids, or my husband doesn't listen to me, my wife doesn't listen to me, my boyfriend doesn't listen to me, my girlfriend doesn't listen to me. Always say, we have this problem. But they're very kind for us. Without them, you have no place to talk. Therefore, we think for the kind way that we have easy deal with, easy relationship with all them. Then if we looking for them to negative way, we always see negative things. Even the other persons, how they try to do kind for us, how they do talk for us, beautiful way or nice way. But we don't really see that things. We always negative things. Okay, now number one, also always don't looking for others' faults. Okay? Other people's faults. Faults? Okay? Because otherwise, if you always see faults, even you see faults, you say, yeah, this is possible. They're just ordinary person. We do mistakes. They can do mistakes. It's okay. If you think about that way, you're angry or you unhappy face or that go away. Okay? This is just daily practice. It's not complicated. It's not difficult. We don't have to study so many books if you think about that way. The one reason, Buddhism, the Guru devotion, first you need to find a good teacher. After you check he or she teacher, don't look at the faults. If you look at the faults, you can see all the faults. Because you're looking the wrong way. Even you see that things, one person cannot make whole entire world people happy. You think someone make happy everyone? No, right? We say Buddha can make everyone happy. No. Who doesn't follow Buddha? There's no connection with Buddha. We say Jesus makes everyone happy. No. Who have the connection with Jesus? They doesn't follow him. He doesn't make happy. No one make any happy. Even if you can say, okay, right now the Tibetan tradition, Dalai Lama makes everyone happy, it's not possible. Even he can make the all Tibetans happy, not. They also that some Tibetans also against him. The Lord maybe thousands of billions people follow him, but some people looking for wrong way. Therefore, if we doesn't matter the other side, good or bad, depends how we look, see, how we see. Okay? If you guys maybe look me to faults for me, you can say all the time, oh, Geshe Tenley, what are he doing? What's wrong with him? What's wrong with him? You can say always force me. You don't say any good qualities to me. Because you're only looking for one side, right? He said, what? Therefore, always, any kind, it's good to not look at the faults. Okay? Your friends, family members, co-workers, husband and wife, kids, anyway, doesn't matter. Whoever you can look the, try to not look the faults, looking for the positive way. It's much better for our relationship. Okay? This is very important. Then there are some problems. Then how can we solve this? Without complaint, try to dialogue. We can discussion. His Holiness always example. The animals, they're not happy each other. They have to fight. There are no other other ways to solve the problem. They only the fight. The cows, yaks, they fight. The nomads, maybe here they always keep the people Tibetan, the nomads, the big yaks, they fight. They fight heads, each other. One have to give up, other was one always they fight like that. They have nothing different idea how to the problem solve. The human beings not like that. Even we have something disagreement. Yeah, we have always disagreement, right? Can you have any undisagreement? Can you say undisagreement? Agreement means what?
To agree, like I agree with you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe we have one day, maybe without what call it, disagreement.
Disagreement is.
Yeah, disagreement. I think if you go with someone, your family, your husband or wife, doesn't matter, children, you go maybe 5 hours, maybe 3 hours together. You have happened disagreement, right? Even maybe 2 hours we go together. We have, oh no, don't do like that. I don't like that. We have always disagreement. But this happens, it's okay. We are not same. If this possible, everyone's what's that? Agreement, how is it?
Agreement, yeah, it's like ma-ripa, agreement, disagreement.
Disagreement. Yeah. If we have the same level, same idea, then why always same person come in? If you go to 100 people, they're not same. 1,000 people, not same. Even you go to looking at today's style of world, how many people? 7 billion? 7 billion people. We don't see any single person to exactly same size, same shape, same idea, same thought. Maybe same shape, look like same, like twins, same, but they're not thinking same way. They're not, same successful. It shows nothing always same happen. Then how become everyone to agreement, everything? It's not possible. But even you have some disagreement, but don't be too surprised, or don't be try to not destroy your own mind. Keep your mind positive or regular way, then try to solve the problems. There are way to solve the problems. Not always try to make very unstable mind. It's very bad for all of us. Okay? This is just try to basic practice, basic thinking. One day you are very happy, one day you are very sad. There are so many different situations, but it's nothing to surprise. It's possible. Even the problems also not stay long. One day they will go away. If you have big problem, but it's not whole time you try life like that. They will go away. Even you're very happy one day, but it's not too exciting. They will go away. But if we thinking or we know the situation, the samsara, how you call it? The way, impermanent, then our mind becomes easy to keep our mind to positive actions. Okay? Then Buddhism way, Dharma way, we always follow Buddha, we pray. But what Buddha said, I cannot wash our negative karma. Can Buddha wash our negative karma? Is it possible? It's not. If possible, Buddha already washed a long time ago. Is Buddha able to take our problems, our sufferings? No, right? It's possible Buddha already take all our sufferings. Buddha said not, it's not possible. The Buddha said it's possible, can like his compassion give for us, transfer his compassion forgive us? No. Buddha has big compassion that we don't get anything. Right? It's no Buddha has no compassion. He has so madness he don't want to give anyone. Not like that. But we're not able to transform. Is it transform? Yeah. Even the science, the knowledge, is not possible to transform each other. They can transform their organs, right? Now they can transform everything, right? But that knowledge is not possible. If one day, like Margaret's knowledge transform for the other person, the science, then Buddha's teaching is complete false. It's not possible. Even the Buddhism says reincarnations. You are very scholar, like 14th Dalai Lama is a very scholar. Right now, like we can say Buddhism, especially the Tibetan Buddhism, he's the one of the most scholar person. But when he passed away, his reincarnation come back, he or she, we have to teach for them to all the alphabets. But even that we cannot transform. Therefore, usually right now the technology is very, very high every day, but they can transfer all other things, but they cannot transfer our knowledge. Buddha already told 2,500 years, this is not possible. I cannot transform my knowledge for you guys. Then he said, Buddha benefit for other beings, Buddha help for others. He said, I can advise what I've experienced. You can follow that, is helps for you. It's very science, right? So now it's technical. It's true. It's doctors, the teachers. If the teachers, knowledge transfer us, no, right? We have to study. Teachers they teach for us, but they cannot transfer. Another thing is the doctors can check our problems. They can cut things, right? They can cut, they can, keep away. Yes, they can take like physical problems, some part, but they already make our something, full person. You're already missing something. His Holiness always joking on, I'm not complete person. I'm already missing some of my organs, Usually we don't want to give up any tiny. Someone said, can I give you fingers, small fingers? No, I'll talk about you. Doctor said, you have to cut this big problem for you. Said, okay, please cut. We are very strong, we have, our attachment for our body, our possession things. Like that. Therefore, main things, we pray Buddha all the time, but Buddha cannot transform our problems. But main things, we follow the Buddha's advice. We practice that, then it takes for us to the right direction. Keep our mind more positive. Okay? These things we need to very focus. Then we say, okay, how can it come? I have always problems. If I've solved that problem, another problem will come in. Solve that problem, another. Did I do something wrong? He said, yes, we do wrong. We do wrong all the time. Every day, we think we are right, but we say wrong things, we do wrong things, we act wrong things. You know, intentionally, we also harm others all the time, make unhappy other people. Also, other people makes also other a lot of problems, make unhappy. Intentionally, you know, some people makes you unhappy. You can get some unacceptable messages, something disagreement with you, right? The other person is not intentionally going to harm for you, but he or she also their own idea, what they want. They said we don't discriminate that. We don't disagree that. Then we have problems coming. If you know the nature, oh yeah, he or she also, this is he or she's best idea, but my own best idea for that, it doesn't work with together. You know that situation is possible to come, it doesn't much bother. And also, main thing is, we very strong attachment for our thoughts, our ideas. Yes? You will strong touch your own idea. You don't want to give up. You don't want to say, oh no, not like that. You always keep our, no. Therefore, don't do too touch. Okay? We can give up sometimes. It's also solved a lot of problems. Main thing is we are very strong to subjection. Therefore, it makes for our always problems. Not always, everyone. It not means just we here, the other person not like that. For everyone has very strong subjection, then it makes all the problems. Therefore, try to not too strong touch yourself, not too strong to keep your own ideas. Usually, especially the Westerns say, oh, I don't like that. Even they say, no, don't do like that. This is not like that. So, oh, I don't like that. You don't want to give up that because I don't want to do that because I don't like that. If you don't check it's true, right or wrong, doesn't check. Say, oh, I don't like that kind of things. Right? We do that thing. This things to keep all the problem with us. If you like or not like, doesn't matter. If it's walk like that way, then we have to do that. It's walk them, more benefit things, we better to do that, follow that. Otherwise, we have always problems. Okay? This is like thing. Then we are going to study Lam-rim. This is a very big book. This is, very big. This is also so many different commentaries. But it's talk about for the nature of the samsara, daily life. Also, it's talk about for our own ideas. You think that way, you do that way, you think that way. And you say that things, you do that things. Then you have that problem. And then they talk about that things. We need to check also. Yeah, book said that. Did I do like that? The book said like, okay, attachment is very bad. Is it really bad attachment? What do you think? Attachment is good or bad? Attachment is not means only the male female. Attachment for everything. We have touch. We have very strong touch for our ideas, our own thoughts, our own goals. This is also bad. Any kind of touch. They say, okay, very bad for angry. How angry is bad? Is angry bad? And we say, yeah, angry bad word. He said, because books say that explain okay, how destroy our happiness or peace life, destroy from angry, jealous, attachment. If you think that okay, when you have time meditation, you check okay, how attachment work, how angry, destroy our peace. If you think about that, and your mind says, okay, oh yeah, there's a really problems, it really bothers. Then try to not touch too much. No angry, no jealous, no hatred. If someone bother you, we have some itching here. Doctor says, oh, don't do that. It makes you more problem. If you stop that, then it will slowly go away. Otherwise, we itch all the time. How is that? No itch, how you say? Squash all the time, they become more worse, right? Like that. There, it's attachment, angry, jealous, bothers you, then try to not follow that. Okay? This is like Buddhism way. Then, we have to meditation for compassion, bodhicitta, loving kindness. If you have compassion for all other beings, you don't have any enemies. Like mother has always is children big, or maybe the children have children, but still the mother thinks this is my child. Right? The boys grow up, they have children, but the mother thinks, oh, he or she is my children. My children's children, they are very strong. Because the mind very stuck, the parents' mind very stuck that for the children. If children do something wrong, it's very hard to destroy the parents' mind. They think about that. I think that this is a very connection is very important, like I don't know, right now for everywhere. And the father and mother, and maybe mother has more compassion for the children, right? Of course, father have, but mother has more connection. You think that? Huh? Of course, father, maybe more, even the children have more connection for the mother. This is maybe the more physical connection for the children, mom and the children. I'm not saying that father doesn't have that, but mother has more connection. Long time, I don't know right now, the Tibetan tradition, the children take the mom's milk maybe 3-4 years. Even the other children, the second children come, that doesn't matter, still they get milk. Like my mom has, 11 children. If she have given them milk, maybe 3 children. Like therefore, like it's, how much connection about the mom child, they're more, how long they live together, they're more connections. Here, the daughters, if I'm not bad, one and they're good, maybe second, their business, maybe I'm a very bad thought person. Oh, this mother's milk is not good for children, then they serve it. Oh, mother not sleep with children, they're very bad. Then mother and children have no connection long time. Then children have to go to daycare. Then maybe mother and the daycare lady, babysitter have more connections. Because mother have to go all day, come back maybe at least 1 hour. The children sleep their own place, mom sleep on their place. They don't have much connection. That means, between mom and children have also less love each other. Therefore, even the nature, they already children have, especially the children have the strong, physical connections, the children, then it's also good for the, like for the mom's milk, the children's like nature. We say, oh, this is not nature, this comes from mom. This nature, we need to do something. This is not really. The really nature for the health is the mom's milk. The much you get the mom's milk more connection, the baby become more strong, more powerful. If we can see the animals like that, same as human beings, right? But I heard now, the long term the science say, okay, mother's milk is not very good for children. Now they say, okay, mother's milk is good for children. Because they find, their things. Therefore, how much connection mom and children, when they grow up, also they, between their relationship is to stay there. Therefore, we have, Buddhism way, we say all mother sentient beings become our mothers. Become? No. Has, how you say? Have been our parents, our mothers. They are very kind for us. If you think about all the kind ways, even there are some difficult situations, it doesn't bother. Okay, this is we need to, in order to we need to achieve enlightenment, we need to bodhicitta. In order to bodhicitta, we need to compassion, loving kindness. Without that, we cannot achieve enlightenment. We need to, in order to compassion and loving kindness, we need to see or recognize all beings have been our mother. It's possible? It not means, okay, everyone's our mothers. They've been mothers. Like example, have you been teenager? Right? Are you good teenager or bad teenager? Like this country, I don't know, I'm not said the bad country there. The teenager means, they can do anything what they want. Something like that, right? They can do bad things. Oh yeah, teenager. The kids are like, oh, I'm teenager, I can do anything, what I want. I'm the teenager. You see, something, that's very bad, wrong idea. Therefore, they, give some space to, okay, you can do bad things. Oh, therefore, how you say, like they give some space like that, right? Therefore, we have been everyone teenagers, but we not say we are the teenager. Therefore, even all mothers, sentient beings have been our parents, but they don't have to parents right now, right? Okay. Like that, there are things, we need to think about a little bit long way, or, how you say, good to more deep and karmic connection and cause and effect, that we can deal all our problems or, our situation things. Okay? Then today we have not Tamchi, then we are not going to this book. Okay? We already day 18, remember? Have you guys any questions about that? I told you, read more that, study more that, think about that, they talk about the, renunciation, emptiness, then what? Bodhicitta, three principles. This is very important, okay? Without, renunciation, we are not able to achieve enlightenment. Without bodhicitta, we are not able to enlightenment. Without understand the right view, we are not able to achieve enlightenment. Therefore, this thing is very important. The renunciation means what? We need to get out from samsara. Means not we living from this world. We cannot leave this world. Our way say we leave this world, we die. When we die, we say we leave this world. It's not Buddhism like that. It's we need to live from samsara. We need to free from samsara. Right? Free from samsara what? We need to develop compassion, bodhicitta, loving kindness, be kind, be nice, be relaxed. We need to develop that kind of things. We are able to free from samsara. Right? Renunciation means what? We need to think about day or night. And then the false of samsara. Can you guys think? Can you guys see anything false for samsara? We don't say like, what's false? What's wrong? What's wrong samsara? You know, because we have always problem. It is problem of samsara. Therefore, you think about that. You know, if you eat some poison, you need to, okay, I need to take out some, I need to take medicine. Otherwise, I'm going to die. You have very strong regret, right? We need to like that. We need to free from samsara. We need to get out from here. We don't want here means not means I'm going to die here. We need to develop more positive mind, positive actions. Is make free from our samsara or problems. Okay? Therefore, we need to develop renunciation. In order to develop renunciation, we need to see the force of samsara. If you don't see any force samsara, then you are not able to develop renunciation. Instead, you just say, rejoice the samsara. Okay? Then we have to more lives still stuck on the samsara. Therefore, three principles very important to our in order to achieve enlightenment. Okay? They say if you don't have three principles, you're not possible anything. You know, without understand emptiness, you cannot do any special tantra practice. You're not able to. Okay? This is very important. This is, last week we talked about that. Still think about that. Then next week, when we come back, we go to the real text. Okay? Any other questions? No questions? Looks you guys understand everything. You guys are very smart. Okay. If you don't have any questions, then maybe I have some questions. Anyway, I have no questions, but try to enjoy your life. Okay? I'm not saying you guys not enjoy your life, but just rejoice, be happy, be relaxed. We have to work for everyone. We have to do our daily things for everyone. But try to more relax, more happy. Try to keep your mind more peaceful. If you think about problems, everyone has problem. Even here, we are not very say loud, or you don't want to say, but everyone has some problems. Small problem, big problem, middle problem, Everyone has excuse. This is not something wrong with one person. Everyone have, but depends how you deal that. Okay? Or different kind of situation, therefore. This is the samsara. That's not a good place. Samsara, samsara, you sit on the Nero. Can you see the Nero? No, right? You see Nero, the Nero will come your butt. Come inside. Not comfortable. We don't say Nero. If you sit on the top something hard, we're not comfortable, right? Like that. Samsara is exactly like that. We in the samsara, we are not comfortable anytime, any moments. Therefore, we need to get out that. How we get out? Then meditation, compassion, bodhicitta, loving kindness, be kind, be relaxed, be more peace, be more calm. Okay? Is bring for us to peace, relax, more possible to achieve enlightenment, maybe 1 year, 2 years, you become Buddha, then you just, okay, like that. Okay? Now I'm not talking too much, just waste time. And then Try to, whatever you study, try to keep your practice much as you can, every day, a little bit. Okay? Otherwise, we do a lot of things, but we have some situation, then we just become same person. Then doesn't much power work. We need to do something different than before you study Buddhism. And then more relaxed person, more peaceful person, more open mind person. Okay? Okay. If you don't have question, then yes.
So we get ready for the next Sunday class on the text. Was it better to read what you taught us already, or to read in advance what's going to be coming up?
Maybe events, maybe 1 or 2 pages.
So where did we finish off?
We stopped at 275.
Then I had a different text on that.
We just day 15.
Maybe the what was the topic?
315, and then we read up to the 275,
Or
right?
275, which is ascertaining the nature
Ascertaining
of
the
path
nature.
to liberation.
We stopped before that.
Yeah. Now we next time go to that way. Ask Chen.
275.
Yeah.
Section 275.
To maybe then there's a few.
Yeah. This is they talk about all the the ignorance. We're going to do that. Okay. We don't spend too much that time. We already study ignorance all the time. Maybe you are tired.
Day 9.
Not day 9. Day 15.
It's day 9.
No. It's day 15.
On page 279?
No, the section.
The verse. The number. Okay.
It's actually
Day 15.
Okay. Day 9 finished last year. 2 years ago. Yeah. Then you can study that and you have some bring cautions, then good. Otherwise, yeah. Or talk that, yeah. Yeah, Geshe is that, yeah, okay. Like that, doesn't go through. Okay, now we stop. Thank you. Now my job's finished. Chanting master. Get the books, it's nice. Even you don't study, just keep your altar. Better than you have 3 layers t-shirt. It's not that expensive, right? It's not that expensive. Yeah. Yeah, it's not that expensive. You have a lot of things you buy, different clothes. We don't use it with that. Okay.
Okay. Turn to page 39 of the prayer book, please. Saji Perki Jushin Meta Tramri Rabling Zi Ni Degem Padi Sange Zingdu Miteuar Gidrakonamda Jingla Sho Harsho Jesum Lame Kulche Rapten Jingnam Kartrin Le Chaturge Padang Loksan Tempe Drume Sapsum Gidro Kue Munzel Tatune Gushi Idam Guru Rana Mandala Kamnir Yatayami. From my 2 collections vast of space that I have amassed from working with effort at this practice for a great length of time, may I become the chief leading Buddha for all those whose minds' wisdom eye is blinded by ignorance. Even if I do not reach this state, may I be held in your loving compassion for all my lives, Manjushri. May I find the best of complete graded paths of the teachings, and may I please all the Buddhas by practicing. Using skillful means drawn by the strong force of compassion, may I clear the darkness from the minds of all beings with the points of the path as I have discerned them. May I uphold Buddha's teachings for a very long time. With my heart going out with great compassion in whatever direction the most precious teachings have not yet spread, or once spread have declined, may I reveal this treasure of happiness and aid. May the minds of those who wish for liberation be granted bounteous peace, and the Buddhist deeds be nourished for a long time. By even this graded course to enlightenment completed due to the wondrous virtuous conduct of the Buddhas and their children. May all human and non-human beings who eliminate adversity and make things conducive for practicing the excellent paths never be parted in any of their lives from the purest path praised by the Buddhas. Whenever someone makes an effort to act in accordance with the tenfold Mahayana virtuous practices, may they always be assisted by the mighty ones, and may oceans of prosperity spread everywhere. In that snow mountain encircled land, source of every benefit and joy, may Lord Tenzin Gyatso Chenrezig remain in life till samsara's end. Tong ni ning je zung du ju pe lam che che sa tse gang chen ten dru gung chag na pemo tenzin gyatso la so wa debzo jedun lung dru sho. Page 49, please. Short, long life prayer for Lama Zopa Rinpoche. Tup sung chan jing gong gong gelwei, tenzin gong pelwei, gunzo do por ze, jong sung kurwei le mon tu dru, pa da so tu je gundu jab ten show. Your form embodies all Buddhas. Your nature is that of Vajradhara. You are the root of the three jewels. Homage to you, O Gurus. In short, I seek your blessings, O Protector, to be cared for by you from birth unremittingly throughout all my lives, and thus to become your chief disciples, holding every secret of your body, speech, and mind. O Protector, please grant that all be auspicious for me to be foremost among your very first disciples wherever you manifest Buddhahood, so that all my temporal and ultimate wishes without exception may be effortlessly and spontaneously fulfilled. In all my lives, never separated from perfect gurus, may I enjoy the magnificent Dharma. By completing the qualities of the stages and paths, may I quickly attain the state of Vajradhara. Furthermore, in life after life, may I, pleasing him in return, be forever fostered by an accomplished Mahayana spiritual master, the source of every virtue of this world and beyond. In his care, may I acquire in him a firm, unshakable faith, pleasing him by every means possible, doing nothing even for an instant to disappoint. May my spiritual master impart to me every instruction and every teaching in its entirety. Having understood them faultlessly, may I practice them and be able to bring them to perfection. May I never even for a moment fall under the sway of malevolent teachers and misleading friends. Having developed in every life belief in cause and effect, renunciation, the Bodhi mind, and the pure view, may I embark upon them continually with effortless experience. In every life, may every virtuous act gathered by way of body, speech, and mind be causes solely for the welfare of others and for the purest and highest enlightenment. Page 57, prayers of dedication. Through this virtue may I swiftly have 75. Let's mix them up. Mig met se wei te chen chen rei zig dream kem pe wang po jang el young gong chen ke pe su gen Tsongkhapa lo san dra pe zabla so de. I have a couple announcements. Yeah, I'm Mary Ann today. Okay. Actually, there's a lot's going on this week. It's mostly on Tuesday, which is the Day of Miracles. So it starts out at 5:30 in the morning. Geshe-la will do the Mahayana precepts. That will go till 6. Then from 6 to 6:45 in the morning, there will be a recitation of the Diamond Cutter Sutra. And then from 7 to 8:30 at night will be a Medicine Buddha Puja. So that takes care of Tuesday. Wednesday, Geshe-la will be teaching on the foundations of all good qualities. So that'll be it for this week. Well, that's what I caught from the calendar as of last night. I mean, things can change. I don't know. There may be some other things, but I don't know them. So. Oh, didn't know that. Okay. What, on the weekend? Okay, didn't